Joan Marie Kalinka, Behavioralist Biography, EDSE 619, George Mason University. The researcher that I chose for my behavioralist biography is Dr. Christina Alligood. As a child, she loved animals and visiting zoos. She went to the University of North Carolina at Wilmington, received her master's degree. She also completed her PhD at West Virginia University. When she really became interested in ABA was when she was at a presentation by Terry Maple while she was attending grad school. Her main focus is learning about the behaviors of the Key Largo wood rat. Currently, she is a member of the husbandry team, which oversees training, enrichment, and welfare programs for animals at Disney's Animal Kingdom and several other locations. She is president of the Applied Animal Behavior Specialist Interest Group of the Association of Behavior Analysts International. She is also an instructor for the ALL training applications in zoos and aquarium settings course. Currently, her work focuses on multifaceted conservation programs for the Key Largo wood rats. She's also a member of the husbandry team that oversees programs responsible for welfare of animals at Disney's Animal Kingdom, where she currently works. She's also a lecturer in the psychology department at the University of Florida. In the past, she was a reviewer for the Disney Worldwide Conservation Fund and the AZA Conservation Endowment Fund. She was a manuscript reviewer for the Journal of Applied Behavior Analysis and the International Journal of Comparative Psychology. She also consulted with all of the teams as needed to provide assistance with behavioral problem solving, documenting behaviors, and generally using the principles of behavior to set the right conditions for success. She provides strategic planning assistance for the animal husbandry department. The one article that I looked at, it talked about pup development and maternal behavior in captive Key Largo wood rats. Since these wood rats are endangered, she decided to capture some of the males and females in order to breed them in captivity. Since very little is known about the Key Largo wood rats, especially their paternal care and the socio-sexual development, there were other scientists who were studying other wood rats also, and they suggested that the Key Largo wood rat may have similar developmental patterns. As you can see in the table below, Dr. Alligood has documented those developmental milestones on the various different types of wood rats, along with other colleagues that she has worked with. There was the white-throated wood rat, there's a bushy-tailed wood rat, there's an eastern wood rat, there's a dusky-footed wood rat, San Diego wood rat, desert wood rat. So as you can see, there are many different kinds of wood rats. Something that I never knew about either. I was pretty interesting to read about these wood rats and how they are endangered. They are endangered because they are because of the destruction of their habitat. There's infestation of fire ants. They compete with black rats. And most recently, they've also had to they've become preyed on by Burmese pythons, which people have let go in the apparently the Key Largo area. She observed how the independence of a dame around the pup has a marked change in social interactions. She was studying the gestation periods of the captive Key Largo wood rats. She was trying to find out how the mother would treat her pups and if there would be any difference in how the mother treated the pups in captivity versus the wild. Here on this chart, you can see that she had 6 different litters that she observed on the experiment on the behavior of the dames with their pups. Some of the behaviors that she did observe was the attachment of the pups to the mother's teat. When the animal was active, some of the movements that they did was grooming by the animal licking and biting and scratching itself or sometimes another animal. And if there was rejection, did the dame prevent the pup from attaching to her teats by using her paw or her mouth to keep the pup off of her? The last article that I found was she was applying the behavior analytic methodology to the science and practice of environmental enrichment in zoos and aquariums. So not only did she study the Key Largo wood rats, but she also wanted to see what kind of behavior other animals at the zoos and aquariums had. That's why she works at the Disney Animal Kingdom. Is she doesn't just work with those Key Largo rats, she works with other animals there also, many various different kinds of animals. And if I had the opportunity to interview her, some of the questions that I would have asked her was, what made her become interested in the Key Largo wood rats? Why did she choose to work at Disney, which is an awesome place? I would love to work there someday. If you didn't become a behavior analyst, what would you have done instead? And how were you able to capture the Key Largo wood rat if it is nocturnal? Do you research any other animals? And lastly, Dr. Alligood's impact on the Key Largo wood rat, according to literature, is that they are still endangered, even though she and her team have raised them in captivity. Her work as a behavior analyst for Disney helps them to better understand the behaviors of the different animals. What I took away from what I learned is that there is a lot of trial and error and gathering data in order to achieve the best results. There's also a lot of observations that you have to do in order to gather the data and recording that data. That is the final part of my presentation. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed.